What's up, everybody? My name is Mattatari, and if you are like me, you have been playing plenty of Streets of Rage 4. Today, I am here to bring you a guide for the All Too Easy achievement, which basically states you have to complete a level of the game on the Mania difficulty, otherwise known as the hardest difficulty in the game. While this achievement does seem pretty intimidating on the surface level, I've thrown together easily the most efficient way to complete one level on the Mania difficulty and have simplified it to be as easy to follow as possible. The first thing you're going to want to do is to select the first level in the game, the streets, and you're going to want to play as Floyd. Floyd is the slowest of the main playable characters, but his attack damage is unmatched and his defense special is the ultimate failsafe due to its insane range and super armor, which will be very important in this run. Also, before you start your run, here are some important things to keep in mind. Try to fight as many enemies as you can one-on-one, or if possible, trap them in a corner or with a jab lock combo. Always make sure you have food in sight before you use your defense special, or if you have to use your defense special to avoid taking a lot of damage, make sure to find the easiest enemy afterwards to attack in order to regain your health. Score is insanely important, especially when you get your extra life. Always pick up money and try to extend those combos as long as you possibly can to gain your extra life faster. Lastly, this will take some time. If you don't get it on your first few attempts, don't be discouraged, just keep trying and learn as you go. For the majority of your run, there will be areas with swarms of enemies. These enemies are faster than normal due to the increased difficulty and will more than likely throw your timing off if you're not careful. The best method of dealing with these hordes of enemies are to use your aerials to knock as many of them as you can down and using your blitz move, which can be done by tapping forward twice and your attack button at the same time. Floyd's blitz attack, much like his defense special, has great damage and range. However, unlike his defense special, it does not include any super armor and will leave him open to attacks if not used correctly. The best way to use his blitz attack in this run is to make sure you are always facing the group of enemies and that none get behind you. When the enemies are in front of you, they will more than likely attack you head on, so knowing this, pick a good spot spaced just close enough and mash his blitz attack. When the swarm of enemies are scattered and they are closing in on you, let them get as close as possible and then use your defense special. Make sure to regain as much health as you can afterwards. This strategy will get you through about 80% of your run. The other 20% is dealing with the stage bosses. The first ones you will encounter will be the 2 Kubos before you enter the second part of the stage. They will be tough. The best thing you can do to defeat them is to always try to pin them against the wall if possible and make sure you are hitting both of them at the same time if you can. Rushing them down and staying in their face with enough distance to run away if need be is ideal. Do not focus on one of them at a time. This will give the other Kubo enough time to use their special attacks. Once you reach the final boss for stage 1 is where things get really intense. Hopefully by this point you have not lost any of your lives, and if you have, you at least have 2 left. D.Va is normally tough to fight due to her stun gun and super armor, and this definitely holds true on Mania mode. The best times to attack her are when you can bait out her attacks, evade them, and move in closer for your own attacks. If you can, avoid grabbing and throwing her as much as possible. We are looking for the maximum amount of damage per attack, and these will only do minimal damage compared to normal jab combos. If you start attacking her and see that her super armor is in effect, try to get away from her as fast as you can. Once her health gets to about the halfway point, the onslaught of enemies begin. This is easily the most crucial part of the run. Try your best to focus on only attacking D.Va. This might be a little challenging just due to every other enemy trying to get in your way. If you haven't had to use any of your star moves, this is definitely the time to use them. It is also a good idea to spam your star moves as well. 2 or 3 in a row will definitely add up a lot of damage. This part of the fight is also the best time to use your defense special, especially when the enemies are surrounding you. Also, always keep an eye on your health, and if you can, save your turkey for when you absolutely need it. If used correctly, turkeys are essentially an extra life. After all of these steps, with a little skill and some luck, you should be able to complete this level and the achievement should be yours. Again, if you aren't able to beat this run in your first attempt, that's perfectly fine. Try not to get too discouraged and just learn from your mistakes. You will have your run in no time. Hopefully this video helps you guys out on your attempts. I know this can be one of the harder achievements to get in the game, and that's why this method was created, to try to make that as easy as possible. If there's anything you feel like I didn't cover over this run in the video, please let me know in the comments and I will try my best to assist you. And with that, thanks so much for watching the video and good luck.